We are starting, and we are live. I have no idea exactly how soon before it actually kicks us over to live, but...
Oh, we're live. We've been live for 15 seconds.
Okay, because I know sometimes I get a delay on my end. So, hello and welcome to the 3 Nerd Podcast. At least one additional nerd will be showing up later. She said that she had to go somewhere and she should be back. I don't know about the rest, so... I've messaged everyone. I've tagged everyone. Everything's been done the best I can. Oh well. Anyways, so on to the fun. So our Wikipedia article before we get into the stories, which for once I had the preparation. Don't at all think that this is because I've been out of work for a week. I actually have 5 tabs open with stories to talk about. I'm actually prepared. I feel good about this. Anyways, the first one is the blood vomiting.
Give me 1 second.
Can I stop doing that? Okay, so I think he's trying to fix the internet or something, or maybe I don't know. We're just gonna sit here and muse about what the Poe of Lasers is doing while I sit here and play on my phone. The plus side is that I know at least one of these stories that we're going to talk about later might actually interest the Poe of Lasers. If he didn't already know about it. If he already knew about it, well...
How the fuck do I make this work? Okay. For an update to everybody, my internet's been awful as of late. I'm trying to fix it. It's proving to be much more difficult than I expected it to be. And because of that, I was hoping to get this on my Hangouts. My Hangouts has to update.
Oh, you're going to move to your phone?
I might. I might not.
Have you tried resetting your modem and your router?
They aren't the problem. My phone has never had any problems with this, but my computer always has.
Oh, so it's okay.
It's my computer itself doing something software-based, or just my Wi-Fi dongle, because $800 computer isn't expected to have Wi-Fi enabled on it.
My desktop is Wi-Fi enabled.
Yours costs more than mine.
I'll give you that. All right. So,
okay.
Let's start out with our Wikipedia article, The Blood Vomiting Game. The Blood Vomiting Game is a famous game of Go done in Edo period Japan, played on June 27th, 1835, between Homibo Joa and Akaboshi Intetsu. There were 3 ghost moves allegedly given to Joa during the game, which ended up leading to his win. Mind you, his win was more to be forfeit because his opponent, which was a Go prodigy, Akaboshi Intetsu, basically conceded the game and then proceeded to start vomiting blood on the board and then died.
Holy shit! That's an extreme way to end the game. Normally, people just say, "Good game, next."
Akaboshi was 25 at the time. It was suggested that it might have been a pre-existing gastrointestinal bleeding or pulmonary disease from leading to weakened health and other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he basically what was it? Oh, they had I guess it was a rivalry. But yeah, there were several moves that were used, and Akaboshi was basically holding great until
he.
The match lasted for 4 days, and then Joan won the match, and then while kneeling over the board, he
died.
Well, he died. Apparently, he died a few months after, but that was like the last game because it was like vomited up blood. Which still, can you just imagine like your opponent being like, you know, conceding defeat, and then like immediately vomiting blood?
Look, if that's the way that I won, at least I knew I did a good job. You actually got served.
Yeah.
Guy.
I'm curious how far he went on. Oh, cool. So Joan, who went on to live to be like 60, so he at least out survived his opponents. I shouldn't be laughing at this, but the whole concept for this was just wow.
The man literally died. Great comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
Too close.
You can kind of laugh over it strictly because like it did happen like over 100 years ago. So
people already laugh at things that happened last month.
I know. We're terrible people, okay? We're terrible people.
It's almost like we're made of.
Oh, fuck.
Basically, yeah. But
I like to liken the unusual articles to like a lottery. I give like two or three options out there, and one or two of them is typically really good, but the titles are so great that you have to pick by the title. And sometimes you get a really good article, sometimes you get a really bad article, and sometimes you get a game of Go that ends in someone puking up blood. All right, so I need to stop doing that. I really need to stop doing that. Fucking ow. And Lazrpo lagged. He lagged big time. He lagged so hard and got so far. I don't know. Oh, but what? You are seriously lagging. Like, holy shit, dog. So I'm just trying to figure out where to go next. Like we've talked about, a Go player who yeah, that was great. Lazrpo's like permanently lagged in this position right here, like he's laughing at something off camera. I know that it's the computer. I know that it's not your fault, but that doesn't mean it's not still funny seeing that. Well, I can hear you still, kind of, Hey, you moved! You're now... Should make fun of your internet connection. A terrible person. So I don't want to go into the next one while you're still suffering from some massive audiovisual lags. So while that topic there will at least wait until I have you in a state. No, I'm alone. Help! I'm alone. I can't do it. I can't carry a podcast on my own. I'm not that good. I'm not that hot. Like seriously, I could show a little more cleavage, but it's not going to help a whole lot. Someone come back, baby, come back.
Hello, my name is Lazrpo, and I'm still here. I guess. Just give me a moment.
Baby, come back. Oh. Mm.
Okay, I'm here again.
Hey, you're there.
Hey, I brought Moon with me.
We've got a moon. I'm not alone.
Hey.
Okay,
Hey.
I have myself loaded
gosh, no.
on the other. Yeah, this one says
Okay.
now on it. Okay, so next time my internet shits out, an alternative.
All right, so I'm gonna hold off.
No, go for.
I'm gonna hold off on talking about that topic. Then the one I think you might be interested in, if you didn't already know about it. I'll hold off on that one for a couple minutes just to see if you're gonna drop or not, because I don't want to get into that topic without you. So.
That's I'm actually.
Lagging so badly right now.
I don't know. I'm screen recording right now just to show my side. I'm sending it to you on Facebook Messenger, so I know you'll get it.
By the way, Moon.
Never has it.
Got it done.
Oh. Doing the live stream's okay.
I've got this like metal thing running straight down the front of my hand, so I can sit here and actually knock on it.
I don't know if you heard me, but I'm screen recording right now just to show you how bad this is on my side. I'm sending it to you on Facebook Messenger, so I know you'll get it, because my phone never has issues with it. Only my computer does.
Okay. So then we'll talk about the first topic really quick, because this one's something that's kind of bleh, and so it's fine. Justice League. The Justice League. They are stop that. By the way, I love getting yelled at for what I'm doing in stream on Twitter. Anyways, so the Justice League, they didn't. Warner Brothers held off on letting the reviews drop until I think the reviews just got dropped today, and Rotten Tomato isn't supposed to show the tomato meter for it until tomorrow because the movie drops on Friday. They're so scared that this is going to get like such bad reviews that they quite literally boycott, basically said no to reviews all the way up until right before.
Oh.
What are your opinions? You think this is going to be great? You think this is going to be a train wreck? What do you think?
Well, I love Justice League. I love anything superhero related. I like DC. I mean, I have more stuff of Marvel, but I do think DC is a bit better. I think this is probably going to be a good movie. Those was my thoughts. I really don't think it's gonna like be a bad movie. Are you okay, Jay?
You have a Suicide Squad hat. It was like the worst DC movie ever.
I love the movie.
Mind you, I'm not much better because Harley Quinn, Deadpool, Rocket Raccoon. This is Enchantress, Batman, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. I'm not much better. Actually, I think I'm probably the worst one here when it comes to just the amount of shit I own. So of course, like seriously, I have the Ice King holding freaking Penguin. So I don't care how bad the rest of this is. I have the Ice King holding a fucking penguin, loving on him. Okay. That's Gunther. Thank you. I couldn't remember Gunther's name. Okay.
Bye, Lazrpo.
Bye, Lazrpo. We'll miss you forever and always. See, I love that I love that he sends me almost nothing but voice messages because it means I can just sit here and do shit like that.
That's his reaction to what's going on right now.
Yeah. Oh, see, I think that's his reaction to the Justice League reviews. Okay, there we go. We have a laser input. Chat says that they hear it was good. I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie, but DC does have a bad track record. The Wonder Woman was fantastic.
It was. It really was.
I'm still pissed off that they pulled the same shit that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 did and made me fucking cry at the end. I get so mad when movies make me cry at the end because it's like, it's a great movie. Didn't mean I wanted to cry. Especially when the movie has you laughing through like the first 3/4 of it. You're having the time of your life and then just suddenly, boom, hits you right in the feels. And I almost did something that would have been stupid. But boom, it just drop kicks you in the feels. You hit the ground, you curl up in a ball, and you just cry in the fetal position until you die.
Oh, true.
But no, Suicide Squad, I saw that in theaters, and I think it could have been so much better, but I feel like a lot of the development hell that movie went through really hurt it. Same thing with Batman v Superman. It could have been a fantastic movie. And everyone's losing their cameras.
What is going on?
Everyone's losing their cameras. Should I just join it? Actually, hold on. Let's just compensate for this. There we go. There we go. You guys have me.
It won't let me.
You guys have me from two angles. I'll let you turn your cam on. Look, everyone's got
can't hang out.
Okay, turn that off. Wow. Everyone's having technical problems today except me. I've literally got the call going on 2 computers. Will Smith killed that one. Will Smith did a great job, and it's not the fact that the actors did bad. It's the fact the direction, the directors, the editors, the effects. Like Wonder Woman, by far the best entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I love that movie. I have it sitting right over there. It is a fantastic movie. But the special effects, the CG in that movie is so jarring that the first time I watched her go digital, I wanted to like get up and walk away. Because you see Wonder Woman go to jump and she suddenly turns digital and it's like, no, Transformers can do better than this years ago. You can do better than this now. You were the chosen one. I believed in you. You know, if Lazrpo continues having trouble, I'm just gonna have him come over here, sit here at my desk, and just turn my laptop around.
Like, hey guys, I came over to Jay's house.
Okay, so Will Smith played Will Smith, but Jared Leto was like unnecessary in there. They did focus a little heavy on Deadshot. They focused heavy on Deadshot and Harley Quinn because they were the 2 like main well-known characters. So they're like, these are the 2 that have to pull this. Which mind you, I love Harley Quinn. I have a Harley Quinn costume in my closet. I have multiple Harley Quinn figures back here. I mean like my coffee cup. I'm a big Harley Quinn fan, so it's hard for me to have an issue with Margot Robbie because I feel she did a great job, but at the same point in time, I do think they focused a little too heavy on them and not enough on all the other characters. But they suck in the comics. Well, I mean, we know Harley sucks in the comics. Why else would she be with Mr. J? Though sometimes she does lick, hence she's with Ivy. And saying Harley Quinn sucks in the comics is going to make me reach down here. See, let's see how hard it is for me to find one. I should have a couple right here. That's Green Arrow. By the way, here's something a lot of people might not know. I am just a little bit of a comic book fan. Hold on. Just a little bit. I'm not going to bother getting to my bottom shelf because my bottom shelf is entirely comics. And anybody who's seen earlier episodes know I have that mask.
Yeah.
But my entire bottom shelf is comics. Like, I could probably spend the next week reading comics nonstop. Ooh, here's a good one. Invincible Iron Man. Make way for Mary Jane. So my Iron Man comics are just all together. I have several Harley Quinn comics. She's one of my faves. I don't know. I just have a weak spot for. Oh, well, Suicide Squad is a team up thing. That's the argument. Is standalone they are amazing, but in the Suicide Squad they are kind of low tier. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I mean, Harley Quinn just doesn't feel like she belongs in the Suicide Squad. I did not Harley Quinn look for the movie, but the way they were going. See, I liked how she was looking, but the movie kind of just. I'm really hoping that Justice League's going to be a good new point for the universe, but. We'll have to see. What are your? Sorry, I kind of monopolized all of that. What's your input?
Just movies in general. I know the Justice League movie is coming out soon, but right now, main focus right now is to see that new Thor movie.
Oh my gosh, Ragnarok! Yes. After Batman v Superman, I was done. See, I don't blame you. Batman v Superman was, yes, I am literally just doing this right now. I haven't had those on since last Friday. Batman v Superman was, that was so bad. I saw Suicide Squad because I was taken there by my ex who wanted to see it. I heard a sound that sounded like a possessed Lazrpo echoing through, like, the speakers.
Ow. That's my mom.
The way your mom sounds is like a great example of a like possessed Lazrpo.
A possessed Lazrpo.
Well, I'd rather it be possessed than depressed. Is he coming? See, he was supposed to get this on his phone, but he's not here.
We're doing the podcast.
Why do you insist on making my bedroom?
But yeah, I think end of the day, I hope DC manages to pull their dick out of the fire, but if they don't, then I'll just be sitting here. am way too old to have one of these, and yet I do.
I broke my fidget spinner.
Why don't you throw it away? You throw it away?
Nope.
Please throw it away.
All right. So if we're done with Justice League, since I don't think he's going to make it back in time, which, mind you, I still find it really messed up that Justice League's trying to hide their reviews. Like, people aren't skeptical. I would like to think that people are woke. I heard the performances are great, though, so here's hope. Fingers crossed. Because if the performances are great, I think I can overlook a bad movie. If the performances aren't great, then, well, at least there's Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman was a fabulous movie. I love that movie.
A Wonder Woman's probably going to be the only reason I see Justice League, because she's my favorite DC. She's one of my favorite DC heroes. Literally, my favorite 3 DC heroes are the Flash, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman.
Batman, Wonder Woman. Third. So I don't know who would be my number one. I think I do love Batman. Batman takes place in number 1. So yeah.
Harley from chat. Alone says Quinn was created to jump out of a cake. The original idea was for the Joker to be in drag and jump out of the cake, but they didn't want to make him do it. They didn't want to put the Joker in drag. Never mind, he kind of did that shit in the fucking in the movie, but obviously that was the movie, and that's not the animated series, which is where she has her origin, is the animated series. She's one of the few characters that started in the animated series and then went over to more legitimate platforms like comics. I just called the animated series not legitimate. No comic book fan ever watched this because they'll hunt me down and kill me. Oh, a really quick laugh before we jump on to the next one, just so that people can have a good laugh. Jared Fogle tried to argue that after pleading guilty, he tried to argue that the court didn't have authority over him to try him and that he was a sovereign citizen and they should let him go.
Oh, gosh.
The court replied basically back by, you pled guilty, we have authority over you, go away. Just thought that, someone might find that it was the best Batman cartoon. Nah. What about Batman Beyond? Like, Batman was great. Don't get me wrong. Batman was fan-fucking-tastic. But what about Batman Beyond? Like, I would like to say that that's at least on par. Anyways, let's go ahead and close out Justice League reviews. Justice League, what the critics are saying. I'm glad that the reviews are out today. It's just, I'm still. Justice League feels like a pilot episode. It's half-formed, overstuffed, and a narrative chore, but at least it's gotten all those super annoying introductions out of the way. And only took 5 movies to get there. Ow. Okay. I still kind of want to see it, but ow. Ads. This article gave me ads. The Brave and the Bold was good too. The Brave and the Bold was. I'll give you that. Any chance you are coming back? Yes, I'm sending him a message. So the next one. Who here has seen the new teaser trailer for Deadpool 2?
When did it come out? Because I think I might have heard about it.
It came out like earlier today or yesterday. It was either late yesterday or early today. Ryan Reynolds tweeted it out. That's how I saw it. Anything with Plastic Man, you would like Plastic Man. But yeah, it's the Deadpool 2 trailer, the teaser, was essentially Deadpool dressed up like Bob Ross and painting. And then every time like he'd do stuff and it would look and the painting would change. And then when he dropped the big and the, oh my gosh. Anyways, we've got a voice message.
Well, I'm trying to. Right now, I'm literally unplugging and replugging back in every single thing possible. I really don't think it's the modem or the router. But that being said, I can't get Hangouts to work on my phone because it keeps crashing. And I can't get to Hangouts on my computer because the internet's not working. So right now I have everything unplugged and I'm giving it 10 seconds, which is long past now, just so I can try and get everything to work. But yay, 4G connections! Thank you, phone, for letting me communicate to the podcast. I thank you dearly for that, but please fucking run Hangouts.
1 second. You know, if you continue having technical difficulties, the podcast laptop's next to me and you know where I live. But no, seriously, I hope everything gets figured out. I hope you can make it back because I definitely have at least 2 topics I'm trying to hold off for you on. So we'll see. We'll see if you make it. If not, I'll just send him the articles. But yeah, the teaser trailer was hilarious. It was amazing, and he keeps making comments about being high as fuck, which is hilarious. And are you watching it right now? I see you muted, and I see you looking down. Are you watching it on your phone? Busted. I do suggest everyone here. I'll fucking link the thing. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fucking link this to chat. Wrong one. Wrong one. Booyah! Like, because of course I gotta share links that will get people out. Let's go ahead and share this in Discord too while we're at it. Where do I fucking post? Oh, it's my Discord, so it doesn't fucking matter. Okay. Okay. So we've got at least another minute left on Moon before she's done consuming, some righteous pools of dead. She's over there being all punk rocker with her freaking hat turned backwards and that weird T-shirt and the pink stuffed animal in the corner. Right there, right behind your shirt. Look, that shirt that your shoulder's next to. If you look directly off from there, you can see.
It's old. That's old from when I was little. I'm not calling you old.
Oh, calling people old now, huh?
What?
I'm hoping. Oh, frick. Xbox. Holy cow! Xbox is 16 years old.
Get up.
Anyways,
we're trying to do a podcast now.
Start walking slower.
Oh gosh. So yeah.
Did you mute me?
No.
Nope, she can hear you.
You're such a mean child. you tell all your buddies how you almost put my eyeball out?
I wasn't too happy. The one thing I don't like about the trailer is they don't show enough Cable. Like, you don't see Cable till the very end. But the entire thing was hilarious. I thought it was great. They did a really good job of at least with the teaser, making fun of all the stuff they need to make fun of, just poking jokes at all the stuff they need to poke jokes at, realizing that Moon has her camera off and her mic muted because her mom's bugging her. Yes, I know. I understand. By the way, Alone, it's not normally this level of a train wreck, but sometimes this shit happens. I think this is like the third or fourth one. It's not the worst we've had. Episode 10 and a half, I think. That was the worst one ever. So bad now. Like, we literally...
A few podcasts ago, two of our friends, lovely running Ivy, were having a little cat fight.
Yeah, that we were like treating it like pro wrestling, just commentating over this like spectacle of watching the two of them literally just fight on camera. It's like, we're trying to have an adult discussion here. We're trying to have, trying to talk about nerdy things and shit like that. And you just look over and you see these girls like slapping and wrestling and throwing each other around and sitting on each other. And it's just like...
We all, me, Lazrpo, and Jay, just all stop in our tracks, just watch the intensity of what the hell is going on.
That was so great because like they started laughing when we started commentating over it because we muted their mic. We muted their mic and then we just started commentating like sports commentators.
They were at it for a good, at least solid 10 to 15 minutes.
We may have a solution on what was wrong. Updates.
Oh, lovely. Those are always great.
Hello, dark smile.
What the heck? I can barely hear that one.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
How I feel when my internet goes
Even
off.
my mic's not working. I think everything around me is dying right now.
Lazrpo, are you dying on the inside?
Something's crawling in his skin. His wounds, they will not heal. I make references that are just unnecessary. All right, so the next one. You want to go to the big one, or do you want to stay with the small one?
Big one's fine.
I've got two big ones and a small one.
Yeah, let's go with the big one. Get that out of the way.
All right, bad pun. I make bad puns. That's like my life. All right, so. Wow, I take the blanket off my lap because I was hot, and now I'm literally, like, immediately afterwards I'm cold. So, like, just screw this. I just, like, wrap the blanket around my ankles and hope that keeps me warm. So, Battlefront 2. Who here has heard all of the stuff going down with that? Huh?
I don't play, so my ass is under a rock.
So essentially what happened is I've read and heard it all. Oh, we've got one person who's read and heard it all. So hey, from chat, you might have some input. I would say if you don't mind using a mic, you can join the call. We could use like some input, but
since we lost the Lazrpo.
Well, hopefully he'll be back. And what the hell is stuck in my hair? Oh, so like white padding that's right here next to my thumb because everything's starting to wear away because this is literally like almost a week old. Anyways, so Battlefront 2. Essentially they had things set up so it would take 40 hours of gameplay to unlock Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker. I think it was Luke. Yeah, pretty sure it was Luke. Or you could buy them with, or you could spend money to basically unlock them. It would be via loot boxes, so I think it was loot boxes. So it's still like, you have to pay to unlock them, but it's a pay to win. It may have been just pay for them. I can't remember the exact. Give me a second while I look it up. Because I don't want to spread misinformation on this. But what basically happened. Okay.
You
essentially what happened was there was this whole pay to win thing, or spend 40 hours to unlock it without having to buy it. Apparently, EA wants people to spend roughly $140 on the game. And rather than putting that as a price tag, they're just trying to get people to buy it. To unlock major characters. So basically, the in-game purchases that allowed them to pay money to accelerate their unlocking pissed everybody off because this is basically pay to win. Are you in my Discord, Jesse? If you're not in my Discord, I can send you a link, but I have it in my Discord.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on chat and on my phone.
You could spend $20 to unlock them. So it's $20 to unlock them, or 40 hours of gameplay. All right, I will be revoking this link very, very quickly. I'm not going to leave it up long. So my count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and still not in.
Always message her through each. You could always message them through YouTube message. I think if
I didn't think
anyone
about
ever
that.
checks those.
I didn't think about that. I'll try that.
If they're on a computer, it should be a lot easier because I don't know how to check YouTube messages through phone.
Well, if they pop up in chat after that and they don't pop up in the call, I'll post it again. It's just the whole, like, I have it on my Discord. That's where I typically share it. I don't mind sharing it over like private messages. I don't like public messaging. Uh-oh. And it was like 80 hours. See, from what I understood, it was 40. From what I understood, it was 40 hours per character, so 80 hours in total, or $40 to unlock both of them. Which still, that's a ridiculous amount. It's ridiculous. Well, what happened that pissed everyone off, like that made people mad. But what they did that followed that up that made everyone even madder was they reduced how many points it was going to take to unlock the characters, and then reduced how many points you were earning to literally be the same. So it's still going to be 40 hours or I can post it again if they're there, but they have to let me know they're active. I don't like leaving links to the call just sitting in chat, because that means anyone could click in and anyone could join. If you have me on a private media, if you can find me like on Twitter or at ArticJay, or if you can find me somewhere else and send me a message so I can send you a link private, I won't delete it. But if it's got to be in chat, then I will delete after after like 10, 15, 20 seconds. So I'll leave it up long enough for people to click, but
you just gotta be paying attention to the...
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to chat. So just let me know in chat. I do have chat still pulled up. Oh, see, I just know it was a lot of hours, and they even did a bunch of different things to try and go for it. On my PC, I'll be able to click it. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Waiting. I'm waiting. I've got the remove pulled up. I'm just waiting. I just really don't like leaving that in there. Literally watching this because I don't want to tab over to another window. So this, I have the podcast open on 2 computers. I could literally turn on both cameras and wave. But yeah, so EA basically juked people or tried to, and people caught on, and now there's mass refunds. There's mass outrage, just lots of people mad. It's terrible. Link is down there, Jesse. I'm going to leave it up for another 20 seconds just to let everything catch up with you, and then I'm pulling it again.
Please pay attention to the chat. I can't explain that enough. Express that enough too.
But the outrage is actually making, like, I think it's starting to have its toll, because I think Wall Street Journal and other places are starting to get concerned that sales may be actually hampered, and not in a projected way, but in a bad way. Because there is like a level of projected loss, a level of like they expect when they put stuff like that in there, they expect so many people to just leave due to that. But I think this time the number is larger than they were expecting, so I don't know if they'll get enough whales in to counter it. Pulling the link. As I said, I'll post it again if you let me know. I think I left that one in there for like a minute or so. It's just a safety thing. I don't want to have to literally keep the window open and start kicking people, as if this gets, you know. Yeah, I've had to kick, I think in the 47 episodes, I've kicked one person.
Wasn't that Jesus?
Okay.
I think.
It wasn't working? Weird. Yeah, you're right. 40 hours per person. It's weird that wasn't working. But yeah, the fact that they were like, okay, we'll reduce this, and then they literally only visually reduced it, but they didn't actually reduce the time. That just felt like a slap in the face of everyone. Like, well, we got.
It's that time of the day again.
It's that time of the podcast where suddenly we have music, even though it's.
I feel other people aren't used to it, but you and freaking Lazrpo are just so used to it. They're like, oh, okay.
Oh, PC doesn't want to run it. I'm sorry.
If you have a touch like smartphone and it has Hangouts, you can jump on here.
Yeah. Hold on a second while I ask you. Is everyone going? All alts and everything? Sorry. I'm literally doing something I shouldn't do. I am. But like,
are you messaging Lazrpo?
No. Game that I play on my phone. It's a free-to-play game. Which that's the thing. Like, I don't mind pay to win or pay to play or paid stuff in free games. It's got a $60 price tag. What the fuck? A lot of DLC, but not the other stuff. There we go. Send that message. Stop that. Shh. Don't yell at me. I'll do whatever I want. I get yelled at. I know I'm gonna get yelled at. All right. So yeah, they have but it reduced the cost of the characters by 75%. But what they didn't tell everybody is they reduced the rate of earning by 75% to keep it balanced, and so people are still pissed. Oh dear.
Well, I have an update and it's not a good one. I took out my Wi-Fi dongle to see if taking it out and putting it back in would help it. Not only did it not help the situation, but now it doesn't recognize the dongle at all, which means it was definitely the dongle. It's dead. It's actually dead. This Wi-Fi dongle is dead.
Okay. Got a message. Gonna send him back, and then we'll read off chat really quick. Is the Chromecast, not Chromecast, the Chromebook still out of commission or in commission or something? Is that capable, or I'm confused? Just asking. Just asking for a friend. Because if you do have that issue, I have a spare laptop I could loan you for the future. I mean, I figure you'll probably just buy a new dongle, but still, just as an idea, just as a possibility, trying to be helpful. Okay, away from that. Literally, when your co-host, when one of your two co-hosts is having tech issues, and you're like trying to help. The game also had skill cards that are a buff and more buffs. Oh, and the more buff you have, the more you can apply. Ow!
Are you okay?
Headphone warning, please.
What did I? What?
If you're gonna make love to your microphone, at least do us a favor and mute it.
Oh, sorry. I'm just chewing gum. Oh, I was not aware of that. I didn't even think. Half the time this mic doesn't even work, but I guess it wants to work.
And yes, Battlefront 2 is all around pay to win, which is why people are mad, because people don't want pay to win. There's DLC, but a DLC would be fine. I would pay for DLC. I hate pay to win. I hate pay to win. Unless it's free, I absolutely, positively hate pay to win. And I'm going to get yelled at.
Again?
Oh! Yep,
What happened?
I'm not sharing. I just got yelled at, that was all.
Did Lazrpo lose his shit?
No, not Lazrpo. You're fine. Anyways, yeah, it was just an all-around pay-to-play game and pay-to-win game. It's not even like pay-to-play, it's pay-to-win. It would be fine if it was pay-to-play. It would be fine if it was DLC. It would be fine but it would be fine if it wasn't the fact that they're basically freaking hell.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy a new dongle. And to answer the Chromecast question, the Chromebook, no one uses Chromebook. That's why I can't remember the word Chromebook. The Chromebook would be a good idea, but it's hardly powerful enough to run Reddit. So I don't think Hangouts is going to work on it. It's just not a good system.
What?
Apparently we might not have a Poe of lasers because he can't get on his phone. He can't get on everything else, and so we might just be down a Poe this week.
Oh.
Yeah. Lazrpo, that's what I'm missing. Okay. I was trying to figure out what I was missing.
Well, now I recognize the dongle, but it's saying it has no internet on it. Oh, no, it's just died again. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to make a short trip. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to call it quits on the podcast, unless I can suddenly get Hangouts to work on my phone, which doesn't seem to be working too well. Oh, the internet came back for like 2 seconds and then died back down. Okay, well, whatever.
I'm going to send him the article, the name of the what's going on from the article that I wanted him to be here for.
Oh, we're down a Poe. Rip.
Yeah. All right, there we go. I sent him the big article. I sent him the big thing. If you spend $100, you'd be around 50 hours ahead of someone that didn't spend the money. That's where I have such an issue. That's why I have such a problem. That's what aggravates me so freaking much. Is, oh God.
Really wish I would have done like I said I would do, like, what was it, 3 or 4 months ago, when I said, hey, I can get one of these 100-foot fucking Ethernet cables, and now I'll be able to have no issues with the internet. Yeah, it was funny because we thought it was the modem at this point, and then we thought it was the router. Well, no, it's neither of those. It's the fucking dongle. That's fucking depressing. Not even worth it. That sucks.
Oh, Lazrpo.
They can take older vans and shove them up their ass.
That was the story I was waiting to do with you, but since I don't think you're going to make it back, if you make it back, we'll cover that as soon as you make it back. But if you don't make it back, I figured I'd at least let you know, and then we'll talk about it. If you want to hop in chat, you can. It's up to you.
Keep up with what I'm doing.
But yeah, if it's a free game, I don't care. Like a good example. I shouldn't have Twitter being the thing that's open, but a good example is this game. This game here, I've talked about it before. I've talked about it in many streams. This is Lord's Mobile. I've been playing it for... I have 399 consecutive logins. To give you an idea how long I've been playing, 399 days I have been playing because I've never missed a login.
Sounds like.
Send me the coordinates. Oh, shit. As soon as I start my next research in a few days, which will eat all of my resources, I will make a jump. Unless Poetic stops me.
Who called me? What the hell? Hold on.
Okay, there we go. Got that covered. Yeah, I'm glad you decided to join. This is just a train wreck normally. I mean, it's not normally this level of a train wreck. Normally, freaking Laser's here. Normally, he's the reliable one because he only actually missed 2. But no, I think that's what pisses me off the most about freaking all the shit going on with EA is the fact that all these businesses think that we're just going to continue to bend over and get raped by the loot box craze and get raped by all of this pay to win stuff. And it's like, no, thank you. Do you know the quickest way to get me to stop playing a game? Make it pay to win. Because I'm not going to dump buckets of money into a game just to be good. I'd rather be good at a game based off skill. Give me a second, Ellie. Is it going again? Netflix stopped for her. She's in my room watching Netflix on my TV. People don't want to grind. Well, if they don't want to grind, don't go to the nightclub. If you want to play a game that has unlockables and stuff like that, then work to unlock it. If you can't work to unlock a game, play in the lower circuits. I'm sorry, but games take skill, not pockets, not money. If you can't be good based off of skill, then I don't want to play with you. I would much rather a game like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, where all of the stuff is basically cosmetic and the entire game is luck-driven. Or a game like World of Warcraft, which is a grind. Yes, you can spend money to boost yourself up to maximum level, or you can spend a week leveling. Whoop-de-doo. Someone really wants to do that? Well, World of Warcraft, they've made it easier to level up. At each expansion, they lower the XP caps for everything prior to that expansion so that you can get to the endgame material quicker. That's just the general way that they are. I love it when people send me Discord names. TF2? TF2, same thing. Well, no, TF2 is free to play. I'm okay with TF2, but I don't play a lot of it. Oh shit. How much time do I have in TF2? Don't look at my library. I can look at it myself.
I can't really log into my Steam anyway, so. Rip.
Update paused. I've got 28 hours. Oh, I forgot. I have Civilization 6 installed, but I haven't played it yet. That'd be a perfect game to play this week. But, yeah. Disney sold level 20 characters for $30, and that's retarded. World of Warcraft does the same thing. If you want to spend money, you can buy a max level character. It doesn't gear it out. You still have to gear it out yourself. WoW just lets you get to level to play the new expansion. Exactly. That's their goal, is to get you to level so you can play the new expansion. They want you to enjoy the new content and not have to spend weeks, or not weeks, but a long time getting through the old content. I guess it is weeks, depending on how much you play. If you play the way I used to play, not the way I do play now, it would be weeks. Oh, no, it would be weeks. I can get to cap in a week. Less than that, really. If I were to play the way I used to, which was play until I fell asleep, wake up, and get back on the computer. That's not a good life. I do not suggest it. I was a mess, and my roommates have pictures of me asleep on the couch with a laptop in my lap and a PS4 controller next to my hand because I'd fall asleep playing 2 games at once.
The gaming life.
That's what it's like to not be a parent. Now I have a kid who runs in here. Hey! Netflix paused. Can you unpause it? Give me a second. All right. So I'm glad to know that most people share the same sentiment and mentality that I carry on the whole fact of pay to win is bullshit. All right, we're going to go with a small thing really quick that's just kind of funny before we go on to the story I wanted the Poet Lasers here for. Unless people have more to add.
Now is your time to. Yep, now is your time to speak.
Speaker forever be muted.
What in the world?
EA isn't going to stop. They are going to make money off the normal people that don't research gaming news. You're right. You're right, Jesse. I can't argue that. My point is that people are lazy and pay to not have to play, and that is the problem. Yep. I guess it's just going to be me not playing those games. People like me just won't play those games, and the regular public will. I just love how Pink graces every podcast.
I have a question because it's it's about Steam. I have not been able to log in for the past for a good few weeks, about maybe 16 days or 17, going on 18, I guess. But I know my password and it still won't let me log in, and I had to try to find my account. Apparently, it doesn't know my account name either. Like, I can't find any, like, Steam support, email, or whatever. I've, like, looked everywhere, and, like, is there any physical way I could get in touch with Steam?
Give me, like, 15 seconds, okay? Give me, like, 15 seconds, or maybe 10 pesos.
Okay.
Help. Steam support. help.steampowered.com/en.
Alright. I'm trying this.
Yeah, just go to help.steampowered.com.
Okay, can you message that to me on Discord? I'm probably log into my email and send them something.
The most we can do is just not play them and have them lose their core audience. Once no one is hyped for them, they will just crash. That's my mentality. Is just to ignore it. Like, okay, whatever. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. Not you. Not anyone here. You know what I mean. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. I helped it. I helped it dead. Yay! Okay. Now, we're gonna. Okay. I do hope that I wouldn't mind paying a little extra for a game that was worth a little more. I'm just so tired of getting stuck by all this other shit. And yes, God bless Nintendo. I would rather just the DLC. Most people are stupid and will just buy the BS anyways. You're not wrong. Mom, I want to play Darth Vader. Okay, little Jimmy, give me a second while I put my debit card in here and let you go ahead and buy Darth Vader because you can't you don't want to spend 40 hours working for it like a real gamer. Thank you, Mom.
You spoiled brat.
So a lot of games and developers and stuff like that, and a lot of other things have been using they have been using Patreon for crowdfunding. Well, Kickstarter has now started their own called Drip, which allows you to drip fund people in a monthly subscription like thing to help Kickstarter things take off. So yeah, Kickstarter's trying to take it on. Putting a real lockout for ages on games would fix a lot of problems. I can't argue that. But yeah, Kickstarter's taking on Patreon. What do you think?
Huh? What? Oh,
You weren't paying attention. Where are you?
I was looking at Steam. This is why you need the laser pose in here.
This is why I need the laser pose in here.
I'm sorry, I just want to get my account back.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'll just go curl up in a ball in the corner and cry after the podcast.
I didn't mean to.
So yeah, that was just something kind of cool. Well, no 14-year-old in COD would kill it. For good. Oh my gosh, that would kill Call of Duty if you removed all the 14-year-olds. Okay, guys. This is the story that I was waiting for Lazrpo for. This is the depressing story. So we got to get our somber faces on.
Should I get my tissues?
This story is so sad that it almost makes me want to go get on my skull dress and come in here and sit in my skull dress instead of this one. It makes me want to go. Makes me wonder what the hell was stuck in my mouth. Anyways, not perverted. Stop it. So.
Too late.
All y'all are pervs. After nearly 25 years, after over 25 years, it's been 26 straight summers. What about gay summers? After, no, it's the 24th. What? Oh, because it started before it started. My bad. So it's after 24 years, and the founder had been doing this for longer than that, but I guess it's 23 years, 24 will be next year. So next year will be still, I'm getting caught up on the time frame. The Vans Warped Tour. The Warped Tour, after they finish their tour next year, that will be it. They're done. They're announcing that next year will be the final cross-country run of the Vans Warped Tour.
Are you fucking serious?
The Warped Tour ends next year. If you can't catch it next year, it is gone for good.
This is bull, man.
I know. I know. It looks like it won't take... bouncing back to the other thing, Jesse says that it looks like it won't take off. Kickstarter's kind of a shit site. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Fuck, you kidding me? No, the Warped Tour. I'll post the article from Rolling Stone. They called it the Emo Fest. They called it an Emo Fest. How dare they?
I can't, like, I've always wanted to go to Vans Warped Tour. I'll never have a chance.
This year's the last year. Lock in your trip this year. I'll give you dates that are pertinent. July 3rd, they're hitting St. Louis, Missouri. There you go. That's the only Missouri date. It's the only Missouri date. They're also doing Chicago on July 21st. So if you can't make it,
halfway. Rip.
Trying to think if there's any others that would be pertinent. I could always just message message R and let him know that on July 31st they'll be in North Carolina. I might write down the 3rd. I might try and go. I think it went downhill long ago. But Bowling for Soup goes every year. Yep. Let's see if we can go to... Yep, there's their dates, and so I'm gonna find out how much that's gonna be for St. Louis. Who's gonna it? Do they even have the people lined up for that one? Holy cow, that's a $100 ticket? Fuck that. Or a $200 ticket? How much is it just to get the fuck in? Anyways, yeah.
I thought it was like 45 or something at the door.
It might be. And 3 good bands out of 30 is not good, and they stopped having local bands play, so screw them. See, that's the reason why I typically catch like Bowling for Soup when they tour on their own, because they have a tendency of bringing in local acts. When they did St. Louis last time I saw them 2 years ago, and mind you, they did St. Louis this year, I just missed it. But when they did it the year before, they had 2 local bands there. 2 local bands opened for them. Instead of bringing a band with them, they had these 2 other bands that were from St. Louis. And that was awesome. But yeah, Vans Warped is dead. It's dead. Makes me so sad. I have to go cry now. You can support local bands. If you can't support local bands, I can't support you. Well, that means that I can't use this joke again. You sound like a supporting. You sound like you want your bands to be supportive, like you want them to be bras.
I've always wanted to see my favorite. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, you're fine.
I want to see my favorite band on Warped Tour, but now I'll never get the chance.
Save up the money. You have 6 months.
Don't mind the background noise, please.
You have like 6 to 9 months. You have time. You have time.
That's my mom singing.
That's not singing. That's turning into a banshee.
She's very passionate.
That's wailing.
Okay, I gotta eat apparently, so.
That's fine. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. If you want to go ahead and do your outro, I've got one more thing to cover, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this so I can cook dinner.
Okay, well, I am Moonlight Shimmer. You can catch me on Twitter. That's Pika_Lucy. You can find me on DA. That's Mooney1234. You can find me on YouTube. I'm actively still getting into voice acting, so just Moonlight Shimmer on YouTube. Anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your little podcast, watching it anyway. And I hope Lazrpo gets some stuff worked out with his little internet problem. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah, hopefully next week it'll go a lot better. That's why freaking Battlefront 2 is the reason why I have to restart my computer. Wow, get some soundproofing. I've got some. Oh, and the year Tony Hawk headlined. Oh my gosh, that would have been awesome. Like, okay, like I'm very much of a goth and punk person. Like, I really like listening to goth and punk music. That's my preferred genres. Of course, emo to an extent, but not quite. Like, I'm not talking about emo kid emo. I'm talking about like more My Chemical Romance. I'm really a fan of the darker musics, and that's the stuff that would go on the Warped Tour, like Bowling for Soup, a punk rock band. Boom. Facepalm. You're face palmed? I don't know. I actually have soundproof foam. I have lots of it. I should just send her some, because like I have so much soundproof foam. I did learn that if someone is like moaning and you stick it over their face, it doesn't cancel out the moaning. That's a bad joke. My Chemical Romance as dark. They are dark. My Chemical Romance was a very dark band. And hello, Kay. You're catching me at the very tail end. Laser's having technical issue. Moonlight had to go off to eat dinner. I'm gonna have to make dinner here in a minute. So we're at the tail end. We're at the tail end. I'm sorry. We normally try and go longer, but I guess I'll go ahead and just do this brief spiel to plug my stuff before I go ahead and finish wrapping. We normally plug at the end, but just in case people have more stuff, there is a delay. If you say that, then the Spice Girls are dark. No, the Spice Girls are spicy. I hate my life so much. But listen to some of the My Chemical Romance songs. Just go back and think about some of them. They are very, very dark and emotional songs. There's a reason they got classified as right down there as emo. Dead. There's a good example. Cancer. I'm Not Okay, I Promise. Helena. Just please do plug your stuff. Okay, fine. I have been ArticJay. You can find me on youtube.com/ArticJay, twitter.com/ArticJay, twitch.tv/ArticJay, which I will be live on after dinner playing World of Warcraft because I do have limits. So yeah. I got a Steam message? Why do I get a Steam message? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wasn't talking about your links. Girl. Oh yeah, I forgot the fact that Battlefront 2 is the most downloaded thing. Anyways. Wow. Anyways, this has been a blast. Hopefully next week Lazrpo will have a new dongle. Because of course a guy needs to get his own dong. Or get a new dong. I can get rid of mine. Maybe Moon won't be so late making it. Maybe we'll have a good solid podcast. We actually had good topics this time. We actually had stuff to talk about. I was actually prepared, and it still train wrecked on me. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been the 3 Nerd Podcast. You can find us on youtube.com/3nerdcast. 3Nerds1 channel. We have a Twitter that me and Lazrpo run. It is 3nerdcast. And yeah. We'll see you all next week. If you have any final words, this is your last.